My child, I need you to stop right now. Put everything down, clear your mind. What I am about to tell you is not just another message you can scroll past. This is not something you will hear again tomorrow. This is the moment where everything shifts. I am speaking with the full weight of heaven behind my words, and I need you to listen like your life depends on it. Because it does, it is over. I know you have heard those words before. I know you have said them yourself 100 times, promising that this time would be different, but hear me clearly now. When I say it is over, I mean it with every fiber of divine authority I possess. This is not a suggestion. This is not a warning. This is a declaration from the throne room of heaven. The season that has been draining you, the cycle that has been repeating itself, the pattern that has kept you bound, it ends here, right now. Today you have prayed to me for peace. I heard every single prayer. You whispered my name in the middle of sleepless nights. You cried out to me when you thought no one else was listening, and I was there. But my child, you asked me for peace while your hands kept reaching back toward chaos. You begged me for clarity while your feet kept walking back into the fog. You said you wanted freedom, but you kept putting the chains back on yourself. How could I give you what you asked for when you would not let go of what was destroying you? Let me tell you what I have been watching. I have watched you wipe the same tears over and over again. I have watched you have the same conversation with yourself, promising that this time would be the last time. I have watched you carry hope into places where hope has no business being. You have been trying to resurrect what I already buried. You have been standing over a grave with a watering can, calling it a garden. You have been pouring your energy, your love, your very soul into soil that stopped producing life a long time ago. Do you know what breaks my heart? It is not that you tried. It is not that you hoped, it is that you kept trying and hoping in places where I never told you to stay. You confused your loyalty with my will. You thought endurance meant staying when I had already prepared your exit. You called it faith when it was really fear, fear of the unknown, fear of starting over, fear of admitting that all the time you invested might have been spent in the wrong direction. But listen to me now, you are not losing anything. You think this ending is taking something from you, but you are wrong. This is me pulling you out of quicksand. This is me cutting the rope before it strangles you. This is rescue, not rejection. I know it feels like loss. I know it feels like something inside you is being torn away, but what you are feeling is not death, it is surgery. I am removing what has been poisoning your system, and yes, surgery hurts, but it saves your life. You have asked me for one more chance so many times. One more conversation, one more try, one more opportunity to make it work, and I have been patient. I have given you space to learn what you needed to learn, but that one more chance has turned into years of you carrying weight that was never yours to carry. That one more chance has become a prison sentence, and I will not let my child stay imprisoned any longer, not when I hold the key, not when I have already paid the price for your freedom. If this message is stirring something deep in your spirit, do not just let it pass by. Leave a comment, saying I receive this so that you are prepared to fully embrace what heaven has been trying to tell you this whole time. It is not mere engagement, but divine recognition that you are part of God's grand plan, so do it. Declare your willingness to the angels and let them do the works for you. My dear child, here is what you need to understand. I am not angry with you, I am not disappointed in your struggle, I am not punishing you for staying too long. I know why you stayed. I saw how they made you feel in the beginning. I saw the promises they made. I saw the version of them that made you believe it could work. But I also saw what you could not see. I saw what they said when you were not there. I heard the thoughts they never spoke out loud. I felt what it did to your soul every single time you chose to stay. You have been carrying a love that cost you your peace. You have been giving loyalty to people who were not loyal to you. You have been pouring yourself out for those who would not even carry a cup to give you water when you were thirsty, and I cannot let that continue. Not because I am cruel, but because I love you too much to watch you disappear into someone else's chaos. Let me tell you something about mercy. Real mercy is not always gentle. Real mercy does not always feel good in the moment. Sometimes mercy is fierce. Sometimes mercy is a door slammed shut so hard that you cannot pry it back open. Sometimes mercy is me saying no when you keep saying maybe, because I can see what you cannot see. I can see the destination of the road you are on, and it does not lead where you think it does. You prayed for me to break the pattern. You asked me to stop the loop. You begged me to silence the voices that keep you small. That is exactly what I am doing, but you are fighting me. You are looking back. You are wondering if maybe, just maybe, things could still work out. You are hoping they will change. You are believing that if you just adjust one more thing about yourself, they will finally see your worth, my beloved. Let me save you some time. They will not change, not in the way you need them to, not in the timeline you are hoping for. I gave them every opportunity. I sent them conviction. I whispered truth into their conscience, but they chose what they chose. And their choice is not a reflection of your value. It is a revelation of their character. You cannot make someone see the sun when they insist on living in darkness. You cannot make someone love you the way you deserve when they do not even know how to love themselves. So I am making the choice for you. I am stepping in with the authority of the Creator of the universe. I am closing doors. I am blocking paths. I am removing access. Not because I am trying to hurt you, but because I am trying to heal you. And sometimes healing requires separation. Sometimes healing requires silence. Sometimes healing requires you to stop touching the wound. I know part of you still hopes things will turn around. I know you check your phone hoping for the message that never comes. I know you replay conversations in your mind, wondering what you could have said differently. I know you lie awake at night analyzing every detail, trying to figure out where it all went wrong. And every time you do that, you give away a piece of your peace. Every time you go back there in your mind, you reopen what I am trying to close. Listen to my voice right now. I was there in every moment you are replaying. I was there in every conversation you are analyzing, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, it was not your fault. You did not fail. You did not miss something. You did not do anything wrong. Some things are simply not meant to last. Some people are only meant to be in your life for a season, and their season has ended. Do you remember when you first came to me? Do you remember the person you were before all of this began? You were lighter. You smiled easier. You had dreams that you believed in. You had peace that was not dependent on someone else's mood. I am not trying to take you backward. I am trying to take you back to yourself. The self that got buried under all the trying, all the fixing, all the hoping. That person is still in there, and they are ready to breathe again. But they cannot breathe while you are still holding on to what is suffocating them. They cannot emerge while you are still choosing to stay in the cocoon. They cannot rise while you are still sleeping in the ashes. So I am doing what a good father does. I am making the hard call. I am ending what you could not end yourself, not because you are weak, but because love made you blind, and sometimes someone who can see clearly needs to step in and say enough. This is that moment. This is me saying enough. Enough tears over people who do not deserve them. Enough nights wondering why you are not good enough when you have always been more than enough. Enough bending yourself into shapes that hurt just to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. Enough silencing your voice to keep the peace when the peace was already broken. Enough, I need you to hear something that might be hard to accept. The reason this hurts so much is not because what you are losing was so valuable. It is because you invested so much of yourself into it. You gave it time, energy, love, hope, tears, prayers, and pieces of your soul, and now it feels like all of that was wasted. But let me reframe something for you. Nothing you learned is wasted. Nothing you gave in good faith is lost. Every moment of that season was teaching you something. It was showing you what you do not want. It was revealing what you will not tolerate. It was building the strength you will need for what comes next. You think you are starting over, but you are not. You are starting from a place of wisdom that you did not have before. You know things now that you could not have known any other way. You can spot red flags that used to look like fireworks. You can hear lies that used to sound like love. You can feel manipulation that used to feel like care. That is not starting over, that is leveling up, and I am about to take you somewhere you have never been before, but you cannot carry the old baggage into the new territory. You cannot drag the past into the future I have prepared, so I am asking you to let go, not because what you had does not matter, but because what I have waiting for you matters more, so much more. I see your future. I see who you are becoming. I see the relationships that are coming, the real ones, the ones where you do not have to shrink yourself to fit, the ones where your peace is protected, not disturbed, the ones where you give and receive in equal measure, the ones where you are celebrated, not tolerated. They are coming, but they cannot arrive while you are still holding space for what has already left. Close the door. Lock it. Stop standing there looking through the keyhole wondering if you made the right choice. You did. I made it for you, and when I close a door, no one opens it. Not because I am controlling, but because I am protective. I know what is on the other side of that door. I know where that path leads, and I love you too much to let you walk it. Now let me tell you what I saw that you could not see. I saw the nights they slept peacefully while you stayed awake worrying. I saw the times they made plans for their future and you were not in them. I saw the moments they almost told you the truth but chose to keep lying instead. I saw them accept the love you gave while giving theirs to someone else. I saw them take and take and take while offering nothing but excuses, and every time I saw it, it broke my heart, not for them, but for you, because you deserved so much better. You deserved someone who matched your energy. You deserved someone who showed up the way you showed up. You deserved someone who protected your peace the way you protected theirs, but they were not capable of being that person, not because you did not inspire them, but because they were not ready. They may never be ready, so I had to step in. I had to remove you from a situation that was slowly eroding everything beautiful about you. I watched your light dim. I watched your hope fade. I watched you question your own worth because of how they treated you, and I cannot let that continue. You are my creation. You are made in my image. You carry my breath in your lungs and my purpose in your spirit, and I will not allow anyone, not even someone you love, to make you forget that. Look at yourself in the mirror and say it out loud. I am worthy, I am valuable, I am enough. Say it until you believe it, say it until the truth of those words drowns out the lies you have been believing. Say it until it becomes the foundation you build on instead of something you question. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. I am taking everything they broke, and making it stronger. I am taking every tear you cried and turning it into wisdom. I am taking every betrayal you experienced and turning it into discernment. I am taking every disappointment and turning it into direction. Nothing is wasted in my economy. Everything serves a purpose. You asked me why this happened. You asked me why I allowed it to go on so long. You asked me where I was when you needed me most. I was right there. I was in every moment. I was the reason it did not destroy you completely. I was the voice telling you to wait just one more day. I was the strength you thought was yours but was actually mine. I was holding you together when you felt like you were falling apart, and I allowed it to continue as long as it did because you needed to see it for yourself. If I had ended it too soon, you would have always wondered what if. You would have blamed yourself. You would have spent years thinking you gave up too easily, so I let you try. I let you give it everything you had, not because I enjoyed watching you hurt, but because I knew you needed to know with absolute certainty that you did everything you could. Now you know. You tried, you gave it your all, you stayed longer than most people would have. And it still did not work. That is not on you. That is just the reality of some situations. Some things are not meant to be fixed, some things are meant to end. And this is one of those things. So stop carrying the weight of what if. Stop torturing yourself with questions that have no answers. Stop trying to figure out what you could have done differently. The truth is, nothing you could have done would have changed the outcome. Because the outcome was never dependent on you alone. It required two people, and the other person was not willing to do their part. Accept that. Grieve that. Then release that, because your future is not going to wait for you to finish processing your past. Your destiny is not going to pause while you figure out how to let go. There are blessings with your name on them that cannot be delivered to your old address. There are opportunities knocking on doors you have not opened yet. There are people waiting to meet you who cannot find you while you are still looking backward. Turn around. Face forward, take the first step. I know it is scary, I know it is unfamiliar, I know you do not know what is ahead, but you know who is ahead. I am, and I have never led you anywhere that I have not already prepared a way through. I have never asked you to walk a path that I have not already walked myself. I have never called you to a place where my presence is not already waiting, so trust me. Not because you understand everything, but because you know me. You know my heart, you know my character, you know that I have been faithful every single time. You know that when I close doors, better ones open. You know that my no is protecting you from something and my yes is leading you to something. This ending is not the end of your story. This is the end of a chapter that needed to end so the next one could begin, and the next chapter is going to be beautiful. It is going to be everything you hoped this chapter would be but never was. It is going to restore your faith in love, in people, in yourself. It is going to remind you what peace feels like. It is going to show you what you are truly capable of when you are not spending all your energy on someone who does not appreciate it. Are you still with me? Can you feel these words landing in your spirit? If this is resonating with something deep inside you, I want you to do something. Leave a comment, just type yes, or amen, or I needed this. Because your testimony matters. Your breakthrough matters. And when you acknowledge what God is doing in your life, it makes room for Him to do even more. I am about to do something new in your life, but you have to let go of the old. You have to release what is behind you. You have to stop trying to carry what I have already buried. I am not asking you to forget. I am asking you to move forward. There is a difference. You can remember without remaining. You can acknowledge what was without being bound to it. You can honor what you learned without staying in the classroom. Graduation has come. It is time to walk across the stage. It is time to receive your diploma and move on to the next level. You have learned what this season had to teach you. You have grown through what you went through. Now it is time to apply that wisdom somewhere new. You are released. You are free. The chains are broken. The prison door is open. You can walk out now. And this time, I am not just opening the door. I am walking you through it. I am holding your hand. I am leading you out, because I know that left to yourself, you might turn around, you might go back, you might convince yourself to try one more time, so I am personally escorting you out of that season and into the next one. And in this next season you are going to discover parts of yourself you forgot existed. You are going to remember what it feels like to laugh without heaviness. You are going to sleep without anxiety. You are going to wake up without dread. You are going to go through entire days without checking your phone. You are going to build a life that does not revolve around someone else's presence or absence. You are going to find yourself again. The real you, not the version of you that was trying to fit into someone else's expectations. Not the version that was walking on eggshells. Not the version that was constantly apologizing for existing. The authentic, full, complete version of you that I created. That person has been buried under all the performing and pleasing and pretending, but they are still there, and they are ready to emerge. This is your permission. This is your release. This is your moment. Stop waiting for them to give you closure. I am your closure. Stop waiting for them to validate your worth. I am your validation. Stop waiting for them to see you. I have always seen you, and what I see is magnificent. You are stronger than you know, you are braver than you believe. You are more resilient than you give yourself credit for. You have survived every single difficult day so far. You have made it through 100% of your worst moments. You are a warrior. You are an overcomer. You are not a victim. You are a victor. And this victory starts right now. Not when you feel ready, not when it stops hurting, not when you fully understand right now. Today, this moment, you are victorious because I have already declared it. You are free because I have already broken the chains. You are healed because I have already paid the price. All you have to do is receive it, believe it. Walk in it, so stand up. Wherever you are right now, stand up. Straighten your shoulders, lift your head. Take a deep breath and declare out loud, it is over. I am free. I am moving forward. I am trusting God. I am believing for better. Say it until you feel it. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes your reality, because I am declaring over you right now. This season of pain is over. This cycle of dysfunction is broken. This pattern of settling is ended. You are entering a season of peace. You are stepping into a season of purpose. You are moving toward a season of promise, and nothing and no one can stop what I have started. The doors I am opening, no one can shut. The paths I am making straight, no one can block. The blessings I am releasing, no one can withhold. You are about to see my favor in ways you have never experienced. You are about to witness my faithfulness in ways that will leave you speechless. You are about to walk into rooms you thought were locked. You are about to meet people you thought did not exist. You are about to step into opportunities you thought you were not qualified for. But you cannot take the old you into the new season. You cannot carry the old mindset into the new level. You cannot bring the old fears into the new faith. So I am stripping away everything that does not belong. I am removing everything that will not serve you where you are going, and yes, some of what I am removing you still love, some of what I am taking you still want, but trust me when I tell you, I am making room for better, much better, so much better that when you finally see it, you will fall to your knees in gratitude that I did not give you what you thought you wanted. You will thank me for the doors I closed. You will thank me for the prayers I did not answer the way you asked. You will thank me for loving you enough to protect you from your own choices. That day is coming. Sooner than you think, but it cannot come while you are still holding on to what needs to go, so let go. Open your hands, release your grip. Trust that I will catch what is meant for you and let fall what is not. I have never dropped anyone who truly belongs to me, and you belong to me. You are mine. You are chosen. You are called. You are equipped. You are prepared. You are ready, even if you do not feel ready, even if you feel broken, even if you feel like you have nothing left to give. You are ready because I am with you, and if I am with you, what can stand against you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is it. This is the moment everything changes, not because of anything you do, but because of what I am doing. I am shifting the atmosphere around you. I am changing the narrative over you. I am rewriting the story of your life. And this new chapter starts with an ending, the ending of what was never meant to last, the ending of what was slowly killing you, the ending of what kept you from becoming who you were created to be. It is over. I am serious. This is not a drill, this is not a test. This is the real thing, the final call. The last chance to choose differently. You can either trust me and walk forward, or you can doubt me and stay stuck. You can either believe my word and receive your freedom, or you can dismiss my voice and remain in bondage. The choice is yours, but I am telling you as clearly as I can, this is your moment. This is your exodus. This is your promised land. Will you cross over? Will you step out? Will you believe me? I am holding out my hand. Take it. Let me lead you. Let me guide you. Let me show you what life looks like on the other side of this pain. It is better. It is so much better. And you deserve it. You deserve every good thing that is coming. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise, not even yourself. You are worthy. You are valuable, you are loved beyond measure, and this ending is not rejection. It is redirection. I am redirecting you toward everything you were created for, everything you have been praying for. Everything your soul has been crying out for, it is right there, just on the other side of letting go, so let go. Trust me, walk forward. Your breakthrough is here. Your freedom is now. Your new beginning starts today.